Hey guys, so I know today was a bit of a crazy day as we went through all of our classes and we're trying to figure out what the next several weeks will look like as we're going virtual. We're staying home from school, but we're gonna keep up with our studies and keep up with our learning and our work. So I wanted just to make a video to go over everything that I talked about today about how my class will run for algebra and college algebra, for those of you who might have been absent, or for Monday when you forgot everything we talked about today, so that you can review this and know exactly what my expectations are and what you can expect from me every day. So my overall goal is to try and keep things as similar as possible to the way that our normal classroom runs, as far as daily check-ins for attendance and as far as expectations for the work that you'll be turning in and the type of work that you'll be turning in. Everything should be very similar and very closely aligned to how we do things regularly. There's just going to be a couple of changes to the way we're going about that. So I'm going to go over everything that we talked about in class today. And so on Monday, you can check back to this video, or anytime you forget what you're supposed to be doing, you can know exactly what you need to do every day, at least for my class. So the main tool that we'll be using is Canvas. So you'll need to sign into your Canvas, and then you'll need to go to your class. So I'm going to click on Algebra 1. And the first thing that you'll need to do for me is at some point during the day, you will need to respond to a discussion board for Canvas. So on this left-hand side, you're going to go to discussions, and every day I will post a new discussion board that has the attendance on it. So we did a practice one in class today, so the new one will pop up. You'll check the date, you'll click on it, and I will just have a question on there. So today's question, I said, "Good afternoon, how are you?" And everyone was able to respond. And this is how I'll be taking attendance every day. Attendance will be open from 7:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. So as long as you get on and respond to the discussion board at some point in the day, your attendance will be counted. You'll be counted as present for that day. But if you miss the discussion board, that will count as an absence. So you need to make sure that you're getting on there and checking in with me every day. So next, once you've signed in and showed me that you're present, you'll need to figure out what we're doing for the day. So that will show up on your home page. If you go to home, you'll be able to see basic course information. And then I have some notes here for our procedures, the ones that I'm going over right now. And then here are modules or our units. So currently in Algebra 1, we're working through Unit 5, which is exponential functions. So as you can see, we're working on packet 7.5 right now. So starting on Monday, this is what you'll click on to find our work. Now, we have not gotten too far into this yet, so I don't have a lot of resources in here now, but I will go back to a previous unit and show you what it will look like. So in our previous unit, when we're working through Unit 4, I already have all these materials uploaded. So when we start a new section of learning, I'll post our packet. And you can click here, it'll open up in a Google Doc. And you have 3 options for your guided notes and your skills and your homework, all these pages. Number 1 is if you have a printer at home, I would go ahead and just print this out so that you have it, just like in class, you have your packet. However, I know some of you may not have access to a printer at home, or you may not be able to print for whatever reason. So your second option is to send me a message and ask me to print you a copy and let me know a time that you're going to come into school and pick it up. And your third option would be just to pull this up and get a notebook or a piece of paper and copy these notes down by hand. And then as we get into the practice problems, what you would need to do is you would need to clearly number each problem, write down the original problem, show all your work, and solve. So the third option would be just to write this out by hand. Whatever you choose is fine. Just make sure you keep your work neat and organized, because you'll be turning this in by taking a photo of it, and I'll need to clearly see your work and make sure that you're doing everything correctly. So that's where you'll find your packet. And then, just as I have been for the past several months, I will be posting videos going through the packet. So day 1, we'll have our guided notes video. This is embedded on Canvas. I can also share these. These are also on my YouTube channel. And then as we work through the packet, I will be posting different videos to allow you to work through problems with me and to check your work. So each day there will be a minimum expectation, just like in class. And so also something that I don't have on this page that we will have starting Monday is under each video or each day, I will have specific notes about what your expectation is for the day. So for example, I might say, print your packet, watch the guided notes video, follow along and take notes, and then I want you to take a picture of your guided notes and I want you to submit it to me. And so anytime I ask you to submit an assignment, you're going to be able to submit that through Canvas as well. So if you go back to the module, this is Unit 5. Today we did a practice assignment. You'll see assignments show up like this. They're a piece of paper with a little pencil on them. And it will have a due date and it will have a point value. And so once you've done what you need to do for the day, you can go click on that assignment for the day. And you will be able to upload your assignment for me, which will usually be in the form of taking a picture of your work and then submitting it to me. So the easiest way to do that is to use your phone, the app on your phone. There's an app called Canvas Student. You can download it, and if you haven't downloaded it yet, it's going to ask you for a school, and you're going to need to type in Boone County, not Cooper, but type in Boone County. And you can, you'll type in your login information, your first name dot last name at stu.boone.kyschools.us, and that will log you into the Canvas app. And then you should be able to access all your courses, just like on the website. And it actually makes submitting assignments, especially these type of assignments where you're not typing anything, really easy. You'll go to the home page for Algebra 1 or whatever the class is. You will click on the assignment, and then there will be an option to submit the assignment. And then you can give access permission to your camera. You can take a picture of your paper and then submit that to me. And it'll show up right on my screen. I can flip through and I will give you a check in my gradebook. So that's how you're gonna submit assignments for me is by taking a picture and sending it to me via Canvas. We will also be taking assessments through Canvas. If you remember back at the beginning of the year, we did some homework quizzes on Canvas. The quizzes and tests that we'll take will show up the same way. So everything will be added under Unit 5. So we'll have several assignments, and then we'll have our first quiz. I will probably set parameters on that, such as a time limit, and certain times you can log in to do that. But I will make sure to communicate that with you really clearly when the time comes. And so you will be able to log in, take your quiz. It'll be multiple choice format. And then I will also request that you take a picture of your work and send that to me as well. So I still will be checking your work. And another feature that we can use on Canvas is the conferencing feature. So especially as I'm teaching something new, or if we're preparing for a quiz or a test, I may post an announcement. So stay tuned for announcements. I can send an announcement that says, hey guys, I will be doing a Canvas conference or an Instagram Live. I might do them at the same time. I'll tell you a specific time and day that I'll be getting on and doing that. You can use this tab called Conferences over here to join my conference. So basically it would just show up. You would click on it. You'll be able to join it. And then it's basically like just a video call where everyone can get on at the same time. And so you can join the conference, you'll be able to type or ask questions to me, and you'll be able to see me doing problems on the board. So that's another feature that we can use on Canvas as well. So that's pretty much the overview of what I talked about today. Just to go over everything, we'll be taking attendance with discussion boards. You'll be going to the home page and looking through modules to know what your work is for the day, and you'll be using Canvas to be able to submit your assignments to me each day. So it's really important that you are staying on top of your work, and if at any point you have a question for me, you need to reach out by sending me a message or by scheduling a time to come see me at school. So I will still be here all day, every day, and students are still allowed to come in school in small groups and by yourself. We just can't have everyone here at the same time. So if you need to come get one-on-one help, then you can schedule a time to do that, and I would be happy to work through anything with you that you need to get done. So if you have any further questions, be sure to let me know, but otherwise I will see you virtually starting on Monday.